Hey guys, I'm Lighthouse, and this is the week in review for the week ending October 10th in Black Desert. So to begin with, there's new info on the male archer. So what was formerly called the male ranger is now just called the archer. In a brand new release, it has been announced that Black Desert Online will showcase the archer class for the first time at TwitchCon, which is being held at San Jose between the 26th and 28th of October. So Archer, he uses a crossbow, as well as a magical gauntlet. It's a pretty cool looking class. Lots of people have been asking for it, as they mentioned here. Previously coined as the Male Ranger, it was a much requested class by the Black Desert Online community worldwide. As Guardian of the Netherworld, the Archer uses his crossbow for stylish range attacks and skill combos. He also uses various different magical skills that assist him in combat by upsetting the opponent's balance and wreaking havoc upon whoever stands in his way by bombarding arrows with his crossbow from afar. He is never flustered nor disoriented, even when surrounded by countless enemies, as he can escape from them without breaking a sweat. They're also going to be showing off Dragon, but anyone that plays Black Desert is probably aware of Dragon by now, as it's been out in Korea for almost a year now. Following up, there's been several posts this week about toxic community in Black Desert. There's a debate on both sides, as always, but essentially it boils all down to, do you think the community in Black Desert is toxic? And have you muted RP chat, world chat, and server chat? There's proponents of both sides, but it's kind of hard to argue that at least some of the Black Desert community is not toxic, as there's quite a few members that are, well, toxic. Following up, a new user by Smolderwitch created an amazing visual about pay-to-win in Black Desert. So if I just click on it here, there is a pretty nice graph here that kind of shows how much money you have to spend to really participate in Black Desert. So you've got the 5 worst pets for 50 euros or 400 euros for the 5 best pets, all tier 4. Although keep in mind, this could fail to get you all T4 pets. There's an outfit, the Napart campsite, value pack per month, sealed book of combat per month, blessing of combat per month, although these two are much more debatable than the value pack in my opinion. There's combat experience. It shows you the free versus the pay to win, same with skill experience, silver, and the total benefits. Now obviously this graph is kind of biased towards not wanting to spend money towards free-to-play players, and kind of shows a little bias towards pay-to-win, as pay-to-win, these numbers could be totally wrong. There are definitely, for example, the silver part, it's hard to argue whether or not this is correct. However, the spirit or essence of the graph definitely comes in handy. It does show the massive difference between a paying player and a free-to-play player in Black Desert. Finally, we go to the Steam graph. So the recent week has not been super kind to Black Desert, especially if we kind of draw back to the monthly. So last week, most of the peaks were about 12,000. Pretty much every day they'd go above 12,000. Some of them hit 13,000, but for the most part it was about 12,000. This week, however, most of the peaks have been at around 11,000. There's been 2 at 12,000. 3. But the peaks are obviously slightly down in the last 7 days compared to the 7 days previous, and it continues a running trend. As you can see, September was positive after the disastrous August season, but the last 30 days have not been great for Black Desert overall, and the only real reason September was positive was because July and August were consecutive months where the player base went down. So it remains to be seen what will happen to the Black Desert community going forward. However, releases of key content such as Dragon, or especially the Archer class, in a timely fashion, which means not waiting half a year like they did with the Lawn, could do a lot to bring back players to the game. I know that I myself would play a lot more Black Desert if the Archer class was released much sooner, and until that point I'll be playing a bit less of it while other games take up my time. I'm sure many other players are the same, as the game has gone through somewhat of a content drought since the remastered, which really didn't bring much new content, it just revamped the content that already existed. Anyways guys, that's the week in review for Black Desert for the week of October 10th, 2018. As always, comment below, what do you think about what's happened this week in Black Desert? Are you happy with it? Are you kind of depressed over what's been happening? Comment below, let us know, and as always guys, have a good one.